lập ra thất với vài mầm yêu nhỏ, thì tình son như vỗ cánh xa khơi, còn lại gì chỉ cơm áo vụn vơi, đời tần tạo phơ phờ không khiển gió. New one. Okay? Just symbolic. Later you can take them yourself. If I sit down, can you see me? Did you make a translation okay?
Yes.
Yeah, all right. So, congratulations to the new ones. Do you have questions? You have anything you did not understand? German? French? Translation? Yeah? Is there any question? Is there anything that I did not understand during the initiation? They can ask me. Wow. Wow. Looks very professional. At least it looks professional. Are you satisfied with the initiation? You happy? Anything you did not understand about the initiation? You can ask me now. If you all understood, then it's okay. That means you're more intelligent than I expected. I'm sorry I have to speak English, even though I could also converse with you in French or German, but since we are multinational, I prefer English. And later you can ask me individual questions in your own language, if I can understand. Okay? No problem? Okay, yeah.
I don't know if I
Have the experience.
here in...
Here, if you hear correct, right? You know if you hear correctly.
I don't know
Du bist Deutsche
if
oder
I
was?
here in my place, you know.
Was sprichst du? Deutsch? Polish? Oh, you translate for him, please.
He says that he's not sure if this is the right place, if he's has done good choice.
So he means this is a real master, right?
No.
What is it then?
Dlaczego?
Związane z... No.
Is it a real path for you?
Because he was associated with another school, with another path. He was
Yeah. Who asked you to come here? That always happens with the people who do shopping too much. Explain to him. Then you're confused. You should ask yourself whether you're sincere enough. Okay? If you're really sincere, then this is the path for you. If you doubt, that means you're not sincere enough. You can use the microphone. You speak what?
Polish.
Polish, okay. Only when we are really sincere, then God will bring us to the most suitable path for us. Tell him. There's no question about whether a master is good or not. There's only one question, whether the student is good or not. As long as we are not yet ready, as long as we are not truly, sincerely seeking the most high, we will encounter all kinds of levels of masters, but not the highest one. So the question remains with you, okay? Until you know that you really seek the most high, or you seek magical power, or you seek some curiosity, all right? Why don't you speak louder? So, is there Polish translation?
Yes.
Okay, then it's good. Yeah. Is it clear? You have another question?
No, thank you.
Yeah. Take your time. okay? Tell him take his time. And check your own heart. I am sure that you are on the right path. But my surety cannot help you if it's not your surety. Yeah? If you can trust me, then I tell you 100% in God's name that you're on the best path. Okay. But if it is yourself, you must trust yourself, okay? Trust your intuition, your wisdom, your sincerity. Then you know it is right or not. Okay. Any more questions? Okay, yes. New one? New one?
We are not allowed touched by other people.
It's not allowed. It's just that you are now on the highest connection with the Most High power, okay? If you go and bow to somebody else and ask him to bless you, then you lower your status, all right? That's all. Otherwise, in daily life, people touch you, they hug you. Well, how can you do it? How can you avoid it? Understand now? Yes. Okay, that's all right? So don't lower your status and beg for any blessing from anybody else except your own master.
Yes.
Capiche?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you. I'm working with massage.
It's
so
okay.
It's okay.
You recite the holy names?
Yes.
And you have blessings for the patient also.
Okay, it's okay. Thank
And
you,
for
Master.
yourself meanwhile.
Thank you, Master.
Yes.
Kineziológia szabad-e?
Is there any translation?
Yes, here. She asked if... Mi volt a nevem?
Izomteszt, kineziológia. Stresszoldás, izomtesztel.
Something about stress with... mi az az izom? It's something a special expression, like a doctor says this. I don't know.
What is it about?
Mi ez? Mit csinál az
But what
ember?
is the question?
Mi a kérdés?
Az a kérdésem, hogy kineziológiával szabad-e foglalkozni pácienssel? Kineziológiai módszerrel.
It's called kinesiology or something. She asks if she can work with a patient.
Of course, why not?
Persze, miért ne?
Like massage, right?
Olyan, mint a masszázs? Nem.
What is it?
Nem. What is she doing?
Spiritual healing? Chi?
És így jelen.
Úgy rá, she's touching the
Tehát
patient.
izomtesztet csinálok.
It's a muscle test or something.
Nem masszírozom.
She's checking his muscles. She's just
Yes,
touching
she
the
can.
arms. She can do this. Tudod csinálni.
Of course, if as a doctor you sometimes have to touch the patient
Yeah.
to see whether they have reflex muscles or their pulse and heartbeat, it's okay. You a doctor? No. Nurse?
She's not a doctor. She's only practicing this.
Chiropractic, right? Chiropractic.
Chiropractic.
Yes, like massage kind of, yes.
Valami
It's
masszázs
okay,
fajta.
it's okay.
Semmi baj.
I know, chiropractic.
Angol.
No? Chiropractic. With bones and muscles and yes, it's okay. Don't complicate things, all right? Your job, you do it. Otherwise, I cannot give you your living expenses for everybody if you change your jobs. It's okay. What I mean about touching people is that you don't go and beg people to bless you. Like any kind of monk will bless you. They'll put sand and wood hearts and things like that in India. You know that? Any kind of people. Don't just lower your standard. Because you now the children of God, you are accepted in the highest position in the kingdom of God. You should not beg for any lower level of blessing. That's all, okay? Otherwise, your job you should do, and your wife, you should hug, embrace your husband, your children, and live your ordinary life. Huh? Is that what you worry about? Huh? No problem, okay? Yes. It's good, no problem. Please.
我是新来的， 因为我看师傅的书的时候说，第一次一心的时候，就可以有体验。可是因为我是下午刚印心的，好像是就现在还没有任何的感觉，不知道。对。
你大概等待太多，或是在那边睡觉，有2、3种了。对不起，没有感觉吗？
对。
没有看到一点光，没有舒服，身体没舒服，啊？
没有。
什么都没有。声音有没有听？
听了，但是没听见。
啊？
听没听见？就是没听到任何。
没听到任何啊
？Yes。
那你等一下出去自己再做一次 ，OK？ 你做一些什么工作？
我是教师吧。
教授啊。
教师，大学
教授。对对对，对，这些人比较困难一点，头脑太满了，太骄傲了，所以比较很难放松，很难谦卑。常常叫人习惯了，来这边当学生比较不习惯，所以在这边想东想西了，习惯难改。OK， 对于这些比较会神通、比较会太多书，那要多耐心一点，过了一阵子就好了。OK， 哎，
好。提升到智慧眼这样，老是提升不起来，因为头脑老是。
我知道 ，OK。我知道，就比较困难一点，不过不是说不可以的，以后会好了 ，OK？ 要多耐心一点，多放松一点。当老师的时候就当老师，禅就这样子嘛。现在啊，不是过去，不是未来。你当老师的时候，你就当老师；你来这边当学生，你就当学生，好玩啊！干嘛每次都当老师无聊？你这样想就好了，就不会伤到自尊心。听懂吗？然后就不会那么复杂，不会身心都不会那么挣扎啊。在不挣扎的时候，就比较简单集中。OK， 你了解秘法了哈 ？OK， 呀，你等一下后面，你他先弄，
青海师傅，我想问一下，就是修观音法门，那个观音和观声，这个之间不可以间隔一段时间呢？
观音和
观声，观光，对不起，观光。我见到师傅有点紧张。
大概我穿的衣服给你紧张。OK， 我告诉你，没什么好紧张了。
啊，比如说吧，就是说刚才我那个学观音法门的时候，说是先观音，对，先观光，观光完了以后再观音。
对。
那么就是说，观音，观光和观音这个中间可以间隔几个小时吗？
也可以啦。当然，你可以单独观光，然后单独观音啊。不过，因为我们观音都不念那个五圣号哈，5个神圣的名字啊，5圣号，所以你先把它那个5的圣号名字哈，先念一回，要集中精神一下，要保护自己的时长。不给那个外灵呢什么那些无聊的否定的力量来干扰，然后你就观音，这样比较更好 ，OK？ 就这样子，并非说应该做观音，然后马上就要做观光，观光然后就马上就观音。我看到你我也紧张了。
好，
你了解了哈？
哎，好， 谢谢师傅。
那个5佛号哈，我是5圣号哈，可以帮忙我们洗清我们四周围的那种否定的那种影响，而且给我们集中比较快。所以你要做观音，先念5佛号5圣号，然后这样子声音更大，更专心。OK， 大概10分钟、20分钟这样我做就可以。
那5个佛号就是念的时候，是不是对某些不好的事情，可能某一个佛号管用，或者是？
每一个佛都不一样，是不是？不行，一起念才可以。一起念。前面这个夫人呢？
请问师傅？
你问大声一点，这样他们才能够翻译。
好，请问师傅，我的工作涉及到有时候涉及到使用一些中成药。中成药有些中成药里边有动物成分，
懂。
我可不可以用来给病人？
因为你不给他们会告你啊。他说你怎么这个药不给我呢？你懂吗？你是药房或是中医师什么啊？你不给他会告你啊。你做你责任就好了。这个不是你要杀生为了自己赚钱，或是为了自己满足自己的口味上那种吃啊，或是自己喝。
是不是我们自己不吃就好了？
这样不吃，也不要给同修吃。
好的。
你就建议另外一个，你也可以建议你的病人啊，说有另外一种没有动物的成分的，也很好。如果你要的话，要减少杀生之业，那我就给你。比方说这样的。
好的，好，谢谢师傅。
不客气。这里 ，here。
Darf ich auf Deutsch fragen?
可以，jetzt， ja。
Ich bin in homöopathischer Behandlung bei einer Homöopathin, klassischen Homöopathin, und wollte fragen, ob die Medikamente, die ich dann nehme, Einfluss haben auf die Meditation, auf meine Meditation. Und ich weiß, dass es auch Medikamente gibt in der Homöopathie, die aus Tieren gemacht wurden.
Ja.
Also in ganz hohen Potenzen verdünnt wurden. Und was ist mit der Einnahme nach der Einweihung solcher Medikamente?
Ich habe gerade geantwortet mit dieser Frau.
Das habe ich nicht, Entschuldigung, habe ich nicht mitgekriegt.
Warum hast du nicht gekriegt? Haben alle die Leute gehört? Ja? Doch. Du hast geschlafen.
Ja, das Problem ist, ich weiß oft nicht, was ich da bekomme an Mitteln. Ne? Und ich weiß zum Beispiel nicht, ob es von einem Tier ist, zum Beispiel.
Also musst du doch fragen. Normalerweise muss alles die Zusammensetzung muss man doch ausschreiben. Es ist deutsch Gesetz, no?
Nein, in der Homöopathie gibt es keine Deklaration. Da gibt es einfach nur Potenzen. Und
dann kannst du doch die Source fragen, ne? Wenn du kannst. Homöopathie gibt auch tierische Nahrung?
Nee, nicht. Also das sind einfach Potenzierungen. Also im Prinzip ist da kein Stoffliches mehr vom Tier drin, sondern höchstens noch Essentielles, also Geistiges.
Geistiges?
Ja.
Wie kann man einen tierischen Geist nehmen und dann in die Medizin reinstecken?
Nein, also in der Homöopathie heißt es, dass es eine Essenz ist, also ein Prinzip ist, was dieses Tier verkörpert, das dann noch übrig bleibt. Also rein tierisch nichts mehr enthalten ist in der Essenz. Deswegen ist die Frage.
Extract vom Animal,
right?
Right?
Idee nur noch,
Idee
die Information,
nur?
ja.
Da bin ich jetzt ein bisschen...
Ja, das ist das Prinzip der Homöopathie.
Homöopathie ist sowas? Ja? You mean extract from, for example, it's not ginseng, right? Ginseng, ein ganz Stück. Und dann man Extract davon.
Ja, ein Extrakt. Und diese Essenz wird immer weiter verdünnt, immer weiter verschüttelt und vermischt. Und je höher
Trotzdem hast auch die tierische Essenz.
Ja, irgendwann hast du
aber sehr kleins.
Eigentlich nicht mehr, materiell nicht mehr. Nur noch die Idee oder die Intuition von diesem hast du übrig. Und das ist die Frage, ob ich das nehmen kann oder nicht. Weil rein materiell ist da nichts mehr. Ja.
Vibration ist noch da. Diese Welt ist so kompliziert für mich. Ja, lass mal überlegen, was man tun soll. Wenn du nicht weißt, dann ist es, man kann nichts ändern. Ne? Ja. Aber wenn du weißt etwas, dann vermeidest du. Okay? Ja. Besonders wenn es du für die Initiierten gibt, dann musst du vielleicht überlegen, welche mit Tiere oder welche nicht.
Ja, das ist klar.
Okay?
Ja.
Okay. Da kompliziert ist für mich ein Medizin. Willst du? Nein. Andere?
我应该怎么发？
继续打。
只有音而已呀。你也没有看到光呀。
有声音哈。
呀。
OK， 总比没有好了。你最少盲目，不过没有耳聋了。继续集中一点 ，OK？ 集中一点。你做什么工作？
现在我是待业，是读书啊。还没有做以前是做餐馆的，现在没有做了。
大概比较不大专心了 ，OK？所以我才用2个方法都给你们了。譬 平常人家都叫关关而已啊，关到你很起重，你就才能够听到那个声音啊，懂不懂？不过因为这边是什么都帮你们忙啊，
对对，
不集中也替你们集中啊，所以声音也听到一点了，懂了没有？
所以呢，我
才能就成就你们，不然的话，等你们专心到听到声音的话，哎呀，都累世修了。
所以我不明白嘛，所以2个半小时，因为这个是不够了，增加都是一样同样。
没关系，还可以了，我看你不错了，
谢谢师父。
不是不诚心了，就是比较忙了一点，头脑比较忙了那些学校的东西。
也还有一点问题呢，是个人的问题啊，不是我学什么东西了都很慢嘛。不是为什么缘故，还是自己有
这东西很慢，反应很慢。
反应很慢，对。
那你要去练武功啊，人家打的时候就反应很快了。没关系啦，天地生下来这样就这样嘛。有一些人他的心灵比较发达啦，比较常跟那个世界的工作比较接触，所以反应比较快。你大概以前都当和尚了，没做什么，每天都这样子，念咒，所以比较不大清楚。OK， 没关系啦。去哪里那么快嘛？反正早晚我们还是要走啊，快也是这样子，慢也是这样子，能够赚钱够用就好了。OK，
谢谢师父。
不客气。不用骑嘛。知道，你没有问题的，就这样子。每个人个性不一样 ，OK， 这个跟修行无关，你听到声音就好了。以后读书完以后就比较放松一点，就会比较简单。不过晚上睡觉的时候是有啦，师父有帮忙啦 ，OK，
请问师父，
怎么都是中国人呢？
在
，It's all Chinese。Yeah，
在观光的时候，就是假如说一方面要把注意力集中在智慧眼，一方面呢要念五句。假如不能同时兼得，比如说你那个集中到智慧眼就忘了念五句，集中在那个念五句就忘了放在智慧眼，那么这个时候你应该选择哪？只能一个方面的话，应该是选择哪个呢？
要练习，五圣号也不用那么常念啊，懂吗？你集中了，偶尔念一句啊，懂吗？几分钟念一句有什么关系？不念就怕着魔去了。
假如我那个可以就是集中到智慧眼，但是呢，我念五句可以念，但是一种无意识，只是念而已，就是没有用心去念，这样可以吗？
可以，就是念在里面了。记得就表示说有心了啦 ，OK？
谢谢，
不然你忘记了，是吗？
谢谢。
Yeah。
谢谢师父。
哎呀，你们这些问题根本不是问题嘛，修行一阵子以后才可以问啦，懂吗？事实上，我认为，不过没关系，要的是可以问啦。一说这些问题，等一下自己都会了解啊，没什么大的问题啦。修行以后都很高，以后就觉得，哎呀，看到什么听到什么，是不是比较很稀有啦？是什么啊？那个时候就问比较有趣的问题啊。现在都是头脑在那边挣扎的，乱七八糟的，那种无聊的地级的聪明度在那边要亮出来。是什么物质声音呢？心灵声音呢？哎呀，这个放弃好了，因为我坐那边你们看不到。If I sit there, nobody can see me. So I sit here. I sit here. There are flowers and all that. 对，拉过去一点就好了。呀，谢谢。I think you meditate, okay? It will be better for you. And then all the answers will come. All right? The less you meditate, the more questions. The more you meditate, the less questions. That is my experience, as well as everybody else's experience. Sometimes, just because the things we know before, and the things we know today at the initiation are different. So our mind, the brain, the computer, doesn't like to accept. Saying, well, I hear different, I know different. Today you say different things. How come? So So that's why we have often problems. But later, no more. Later, no more. Where is he there? Yes, here. Yes. When she first was initiated, this is what she told me. Yeah. If I'm incorrect in any way, you correct me, okay? She told me that before she was bad. I don't know how bad she was. What she meant is she has problems and struggles. Many kinds, we human beings who all have like, inside struggle and fighting with ourselves inside. And then also the temper, yeah? But she meditates more and more and more, with the group meditation especially, and now she feels good. She knows she has progress. So the new people, just take it easy, all right? Meditate more, and then you will know everything. You don't have to ask me anymore. Mostly when you see me, you just smile. We just eat together or drink coffee together. We don't come for questions and discussion anymore, but we come just to enjoy each other's presence. Mostly after sometimes it becomes like that. It's not that all the questions will be written on the blackboard for you and all the answers are there, but you just know inside, there's intuition, and you feel very satisfied, very happy, that you have no need to know even if the whole world open before you. You don't feel curious. It's okay if you don't know. That is the time when you know. That's why the ancient saints, they say, the one who knows is like the one who's ignorant. The one who knows does not speak, does not discuss, does not argue. The one who argues is the one who doesn't know. Now we are still stuck with all kinds of names and forms and, so we really have problems. But later on, everything will be clear. Otherwise, I would be the one who sits alone here, and all the disciples would be running around somewhere else already. You know what I mean? Not that 10 years later, they still stick around and happier and more convinced each day. That is the proof. It's not that I give you anything. I don't give you money, I don't give you any help. Of course, one or two, when you're really in trouble, then we have, just like we have anybody else outside in this world who are the children of God. But it's not that I buy you with my money or with anything at all. So the more you meditate, the more you'll be sure of your path, of yourself, and the more happy you'll become. And then no more questions, really. After a few months, you already have less questions. Even if you ask me a question, you already know. Sometimes you just want to catch my attention. Yeah, that's for sure. Mostly the Chinese. They already know, but they just want to ask so that I look at them. Oh yeah, Mr. X or Mrs. E is there, things like that. But they know. You get what I mean, yeah? Okay. So I think you just meditate for a while. Now you have too much brain here at the moment. I don't feel that the atmosphere is very good. I feel some of you very restless. Is it time to rest or time to meditate? Eating now, right? Is it eating time? What is the schedule?
Yes, eating time.
No wonder. I think now they have concentrate on the solar plexus. Instead of on the crown chakra, they concentrate on the solar chakra. It's a little bit restless at the moment. I see you in the evening if you want. And you meditate a while and then you calm down, you feel much better, okay? Initiation is very good, but sometimes too powerful for you to digest at one time. So you feel sometimes restless, too much. And some people already have been initiated and they wanted to meditate quietly, but then there were instructions and sitting and all that going on, and they also felt disturbed. That's why originally I thought we had to give initiation before, like from 7 to 10 or 11, and then we meditate together. In that case, it would be better for you. Yeah? Or normally I say, okay, don't give initiation now. When you first come, you're still restless and packing camping and all kinds of things and parking and all that. Still not used to the environment. You feel a little bit aggressive. Everybody would in such a journey. Or excited because I want to see the master. Yeah. So the atmosphere is a little bit not very peaceful. But in the evening, you will feel better, okay? The new and the old ones. So now I think I let loose the energy, get out, eat something, all right? And digest the power that you assimilated today. And then I see you in the evening, is it okay? Yes. I changed it. Originally, I thought, first you meditate together, and then in the evening you get initiation. But then many people already expect it, and give me pressure inside. So I thought, okay, never mind. I let it be, all right? And you are not the only one that feels a little bit restless and a little bit agitated. Me also, every time before a retreat or before initiation and after initiation. Okay, sit down, I tell you something. To the new initiates. I don't know what initiation really means to you, but it means a lot to me. It's not that you sit there, listen to instructions, and you still struggling inside whether I'm worthy for you to accept as your teacher, or if this initiation is worthy for you to accept. It's not like that. It's 1 in a million years' time chance. I don't know how much it means to you, but you should know. You should know how much I have to do before and after your initiation. It's not that you sit there and then still wondering whether you should stay with me or you should go. You stay, you go, is your problem. It's your right, your choice. I have no intention to bind you or to keep you or to do anything to you physically, mentally, psychically, at all. I just stand by as a very unconditional friend. Whenever you need me, you come. Should you decide to go, you go. If that is all the initiation means to you, it's like you go shopping. Because your mind is so bad. You cannot recognize what is the difference between true diamond and glass. Therefore, you struggle. Therefore, you ask so many sharp questions. But you don't know what it means. You really don't. At least at the time you die, you will know. You will know what initiation means to you. At that time, no one is around you. No one can accompany you. No money can buy you power. No position can protect you from hellfire. At that time, the master is the only one that comes to you. Then you will know. Okay? So good appetite. Try to see if anything beautiful in Hamburg. Very difficult to find. And we rush back on time. 那他们现在不进来就不行了，关门了。Nobody come in anymore. They should know what time to do what, right? Is it difficult here with toilet, bathroom, everything? No. 2 hours. 2 hours from 4 to 6. Is enough? Yes. Is that not enough bathroom and toilet for you? Is okay? Everything okay? Yes. So you should be on time, really, right? Already 25 minutes past 6, right? There's no more excuse to hang around outside. When I was here the first time, this morning, no, this afternoon, 4 o'clock, huh? And were any people hanging around outside talking? of playing with the children's seesaw or something like that. That's the way you do retreat, right? So when I came out, they complained that my bodyguards or God body didn't let them in. Is it their fault?
They're not disciples.
They're not disciples? No. Then why should they hang around here? No, they were disciples with the badge. Yeah. Is that the way they do retreat? Is that the way you do retreat? Who was there before? Raise hands. You remember yourself standing outside or not? Okay. Is that the way you do the retreat? Ladies, gentlemen? You know, time is very short. You know how far distance I come here? You know why I came here? Or you don't know? And do you know why you came here? Or you don't know? If you don't know, God helped you. You don't have to come. That's why you have so many problems. I don't mean you, these people. Whatever you do, you should do it wholeheartedly. Then you get the wholesome result. Otherwise, you get nothing. Understand? Even during initiation, if you just sit there and think of your past master, your past Buddha, or your past whatever, then you get nothing here. And then you ask me why you don't have. And then you wonder why you came here, wonder if this is right or wrong for you. You will continue to wonder all your life if you do things the way you do. And no one can ever answer you enough. Your time is very valuable, as well as mine. Yeah? If your time is not valuable, my time is. I don't have time to run around on buses and airplanes for fun. Just to come for you so that you just see me whenever you want and then hang around and then go spaziergang and then do anything you want. And then come and complain that you get nothing. That you don't know why you come here, that why you sit here and why you do this and that and others. I already accommodated everybody. Because the retreat, you wanted it. Huh? It's not I who wanted this. I really don't like to come here. But since you chose the place, okay, anywhere you want, I come to you. I have to travel too, not just you. I have to prepare a lot of things for you. I have to read books late until deep in the night in order to see whether anything that I don't know that is occurring in this world at the moment, so that I talk according to your knowledge, according to what you know at the moment, so that I can break your illusion. I can help you to understand. I sacrifice everything. I don't mind. But just a little time, just a little thing that you have to do, you don't. I apologize to the ones who are diligent and very, very polite and all that. I don't mean you, okay? But since you sit here, you listen together. Maybe it's also good, so that later you can explain to those who complain. Yeah? Not for you to feel bad, but for you so that you understand there are situations like this. And I always encounter this. It's not the first time. But I always forget it. And for the ones who are very sincere, I always have to break my head again and then do everything again and again. But sometimes there's a limit. I must tell you, if you think I'm no good, you just go. You don't stay around and then throw dirt around in the atmosphere. Normally today is not initiation day, because initiation day is a lot of garbage. And a lot of karma I have to suffer before, between, and after. So it is not a good time for people to do a retreat. But since you requested it, and since I'm not here very often, I let you have initiation today. But that doesn't allow you the privilege to show off like a big shot and then steal everybody else's time. Or hang around outside while you should sit in here. 2 hours is enough, no? For eating and resting and going to the bathroom and all that. We're on retreat, you know? It's not that you came here for a holiday, then I wouldn't say anything. It's a different holiday. It's okay. But if you really want to see me, you must be here when I'm here. Not that you stay outside and talk all kinds of nonsense and your mind is running all over. And then when you see me, you come here. And then whatever I say, you don't even understand. Because you have not catch up with the atmosphere yet. You still hang around outside and your mind, even when you come here, your mind is still on the topic. You know, anything else. So coming here is just stealing people's space and time. So I'd rather these people stay outside. If they have so many important things to talk about, they should stay outside and talk. We don't force anybody. You should know what you come here for, and you're obliged to continue your own program. Is that not so? It's not my program. You think if you are disrespectful to a teacher, then you're good? No. On the contrary. People look down upon you because they see you have no manners, no education. You don't know what is what in this world. For example, the President of America, he's not your president, maybe, right? You might not agree with what he's doing in America, but this is his own country, yeah? People voted for him, and he became their president, and then he does his best. What to his best knowledge is good for his country. So when you see him, you still say, Mr. President, right? You respect him, his work. Maybe his work is not as good as you expect it to be, but he does his best. And as long as he still sits in that office, you respect him as the head of the state. Otherwise, even if you sit there and talk bad about the president, people will think bad about you. There are some certain manners in this world we must observe and we must understand in order to live together in harmony. You keep asking me why I don't go out and lecture and save people of the world. Is it easy to save? Today, at the initiation, the highest God power is already here, present, and still couldn't touch them. Only hellfire can burn. You understand? So difficult, so hard are the people's hearts that even they sit in God's presence, in God's power, they don't feel moved. I'm so frightened to think about it. You understand? I'm so frightened to think how hard people can be, that even the most high power couldn't touch them. That's why the world is as it is. So don't ask me why. There is war, there is disaster, there is killing. What can the poor hair God do? This power can shatter mountains, can dry up the ocean, can make the whole universe crumble into dust. And yet, it doesn't touch some of the humans' hearts. It's very frightening what we have become. Then you always ask me to go here, go there and talk to you, or stay with you, or save your friends, save your family members, and do this and that and others. And if I refuse, you feel, Master, why? Why doesn't she do her job? Why doesn't she have compassion and love for mankind? Aren't they suffering enough and things like that? If I could do, I would have. If Jesus could have done, he would have done. Finished. Don't have to wait until our time. If Jesus could have saved all the world, he would have done. If Buddha could have saved all the world, my turn wouldn't have come. Your turn would have come. You see how difficult it is? It's because we're too proud, too arrogant. We think we know too many things. We know this sutra, we know this Bible, we know all we learn everything by heart, and then we're so proud of our own stupid knowledge. And then we think we know everything already. So whenever somebody wants to teach us something new, we refuse. Or we try to find fault, or we try to criticize, or we try to show other people that we are fantastic, we know everything, we know better than that person. We are only harming ourselves, blocking our road to freedom, blocking the road of real knowledge. We're just taking all the advertisements for the real thing and then feeling proud about it. The situation of this world is like that. So I don't know. Every time I just want to run away. Every time. I don't want to even say anything or talk about anything. Even you, if you practice for some time, you still don't want to talk, right? Huh? I mean, sometimes to argue with people and that makes you tired, no? It does come, huh? After sometimes you don't even want to talk and discuss and argue things like that because you know it's useless. The way they talk and the way you understand is completely different. So you understand my situation, huh? How much less would I like to talk or go out and let people see and things like that. But of course I do it. But it takes some time. I have to be recharged again and again and again in order to continue. Because some people do really take a lot. Some persons take one portion that's enough for 1,000. You don't know that. Some people are so hard, so burdened with their own karma that even to give him, to lift him up a little bit, it takes all the energy that you could give to 1,000 people. Do you understand that? You know? Do you ever feel something like that? Or you see that in meditation? Okay, meditate. Turn the light off. In the scripture of the Sikh, inside they mention about the name, the flute, the 5 regions, the harp, and things like that. And in Buddhist scripture also, it mentions about the inside sound of the drum, of the gong, of the shell, of the sea waves, and blah, 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 all kinds of things. And in the Bible as well, it mentions like the thunder, the sound of thunder. God speaks like the sound of thunder. His sound is like the sound of many waters. It means the sound of sea waves, etc., etc. And also the sound of trumpet, yeah? Like when the Bible mentions about St. John, when he went to the second heaven, he heard the sound of trumpets, etc., etc. But these sounds are not ordinary sounds. Originally, there were no such instruments in this world. After the people who practiced well went to heaven, they listened to the harp and the flute and all that, the direct teaching from God, which is so melodious. And then they came back here. They tried to make the instruments, which became the musical instruments of our time. That's why sometimes when you see the picture of the old times, there were angels and then harps on both sides. That represents the teaching of heaven. Originally, we didn't have the drum, the gong, the harp, and piano, and all these kind of things. Only after the heavenly beings came down and taught us this inner melody, then we began to copy the heavenly music and try to figure out how to make the flute that resembles the inner sound. So for the purpose of teaching mankind, all these masters tried to make musical instruments and then to tell them, you see, the inside, if you go to the second level, you hear like this, dun, dun, dun. If you at the third level, you hear like this, etc., etc. For the purpose of teaching people, the masters of all times, they make all kinds of instruments. And then now, even if we hear just some of the outer instruments, our souls also feel very comforted. Is that not so? The children, when they hear music, they stop. You see, in the old times, the Muslims you saw already, huh? And the Christians, when they pray to God and they do this, you know what it is? In the old times, it was a secret signal. Must concentrate here, okay? Repeat the 5 names, yeah? And do the Kuan Yin. That was a secret signal when they greeted each other, so that they would not be known to other people. That's why after Jesus resurrected, some people doubted whether he was the master, but when he broke the bread, he did some signal, then people knew it was him. That was a secret signal between the Christians in the old times. You see? You see? Concentrate on wisdom eye, remember? Huh? Repeat the 5 names, but now they do it up to here. in the old times, it was here, you know? This secret, yeah? Wisdom, 5 names, and Kuan Yin. So then you know we are fellow practitioners, right? In the old times, you could not say it, you could not wear the badge, you could not wear my picture here, my God. You'll be killed in 1 second. So that was why they had to do this like this, see? The wisdom eye, 5 names, and the Kuan Yin. But now, slowly it comes down. All comes up, you know, here, there, and anywhere. And then here, and come up to here. Never mind, see? So, and in Buddhism, when they greeted each other, they did like this. It was also a secret greeting. See, here. They do like this. See, they do like this. So this also points to wisdom eye, you see? And then the 2, Kuan Yin method. Yes, that's how they greeted each other. But now they only greet and nothing else. Just like the Christians, they only do this and nothing else happens. You know what I mean? All the Muslims, they only do this and nothing happens. But woe to you who don't do it. Then you're not a real Muslim, not a real Christian, and not a real Buddhist. You know what I mean? Only this one makes you a Buddhist. Only this one makes you a Muslim. And only this one makes you a Christian. There's nothing else left behind. Same with this cloth. Now, if you go in a Sikh temple and you don't wear anything on your head, then people will throw you out. It was supposed to be for the old times when you came here, you meditated, you know. You cover yourself so that nobody saw you, especially in the public, you know. And there was also a secret recognition between each other. So the woman will wear the shai like this, and the men will cover their head. So when they wanted to meditate, they took it down and covered themselves. Also, the men were supposed to wear long hair too, in any case, when he meditated, all the hair will cover him, just like we cover with the cloth. You understand? That's why the Sikh people, they must grow their hair very long. And now there's the only one thing left is the hair. Things like that, you know what I mean? If you don't grow your hair long, as a man, you're not a Sikh. Otherwise, for what reason should they wear their hair long? But now the only thing left is the shawl and the hair. Now you see what I mean? All the religions originate from the same Kuan Yin group. It's just they have to find a way to communicate, to identify themselves. Now we have the badge. You see the name, identification card. Because we can openly practice now. Or in some places, in many places, it's still a secret. Still a secret. So, for example, in some places, people wear my picture inside. And when they go to group meditation, they take it out. Things like that, yes. Or they wear their badge inside out, yeah? And when they come inside, okay, and then they come in. For example, like that. Similarly, in the old times, it was very difficult to practice this kind of spiritual method openly because it is the power of God. It's a real power. If you practice any kind, you go to the church, you go to a temple, nobody bothers, really. But as soon as you connect with the real power, the king of Maya, the king of devils, begins to irritate you, to want to chase you, persecute you, make trouble for you, test your faith and endurance. That's the problem. So you see, what's left from the the real teaching is just a piece of cloth or a piece of tapete, the carpet, the piece of carpet. What you use now will become holy in 2,000 years to come. Later on, whoever belongs to Qinghaism and doesn't have a Sikh person like you, he is an atheist. You understand now? What the carpet means to some people is just a cushion that was a necessity of the times. When the master is still alive, you do it. You take it with you because you need it. You know, like I sit here right now, there's nothing here. And it hurts. It hurts me. You know what I mean? So, of course, you take the carpet with you. You want to see? Okay, but it's good. It was very good for meditation. For example. Okay. So, of course, because the floor is hard, and especially in the old times, you could only sit on the floor, yeah, anywhere. So you took the carpet with you, just like you take the curtain with you. So you can sit longer and it's cleaner, warm, and more stable. And that's all that is. And now, anybody who doesn't have a carpet is not a Muslim. For example, and the carpet is everything to them. Nobody can touch it. For example, it becomes the holy thing instead of the object. It becomes a goal instead of just a means to an end. It becomes an end. The carpet, people worship the carpet, for example. And another thing, Jews, they have the prayer shawl. Prayer shawl? You call it? Yes. Yes, okay. That is everything to them. They even use it to exercise or to cure people, and they believe in that. It's just a piece of cloth that we call Guanyin cloth at the moment. You know what I mean? But now, everything left from Judaism is a cloth. Or the top of the head cloth, symbolic, you know, on the head. Because in older times, the men must also wear something to cover themselves. But it looks bad, or they fear that people would know them, so they use something symbolic. You know, they wear a little hat here, see? And now anything left is just the head. The little head here. A little for the Jews. Or the prayer shawl. The prayer shawl we do have now, but nobody even talks about it. But for them, it's holy, it's sacred. It's God. How can you use a shawl to exorcise, you know, the devil out of people? But they do that. Of course, it doesn't work. So, you know, everything now... What happened to all the religions? That's why I told you, all the religions are correct. Came from the same source. But now what's left is only the ritual and rites and regulations, yeah? And some signals, secret signals. Nothing more. Otherwise, all religions came from the same Guanyin method. That's the only method that creates all religions. That's the only method that all the masters in the past, present, and future teach. That's the only source of all religions of mankind. You understand now? Okay. So don't ask me any path or the path. There's no path at all. It's only one direct connection. And if we know it, we know it. If we don't, we don't. Even if you sit for 1,000 years and your bottom falls off, it doesn't make any difference. You don't connect. When there's no electricity, you plug in there for 1,000 years, the light doesn't come out. Nothing functions. I hope you do understand. Of course, some of you do. And I wish you will understand very soon and truly appreciate what you have got. Otherwise, it's really, really a greatest loss in your great journey to the kingdom of God. There's one chance in a lifetime, in many lifetimes. That's why you don't appreciate it. Because in the old time, you didn't get it like this. You didn't just come in and knock at the door and then you got it. You were chased by government, by police, by enemies, by all kinds of religious fanatics. Before you even saw the master in person, if you ever would. And if you ever believe in that master as well. And after that, if you ever stay, you know, and never waver on the path. Look at what happened to Peter, to Judas. Huh? Peter, the greatest disciple. People ask him, do you know this person? No. I don't know him. I don't know who Jesus is. See what I mean? The great disciple. Master Jesus personally trained them many years. Day and night they slept together, ate together. All kinds of secret teaching imparted to them. Look at what happened to them. At the time of a crucial emergency, he didn't recognize the master. He didn't want to. Because he feared for this ephemeral flesh. He feared that people would kill him, laugh at him, punish him, torture his body. You see how much it takes to have faith? how long the master takes to train a disciple? And he, Peter, is a pillar of Christianity. Without him, no Catholicism exists. No Christianity would ever come to our ears today. You understand? See, even then, even the master trained them. And being so humble as Jesus, it's not that easy. Such a great soul as Peter, tested once and failed. Second time, failed again. Third time, he came and cried. Who else wouldn't cry? Yeah? See, in such a state, degrading state of our soul, we would even die. If you could see the degrading stage of your soul, you would die. But there is still hope. We can make it together. We can try. If there is a little sincerity, the Master will always stand by and help. As long as we walk just one step, the Master power will come running. That's evident to you. Otherwise, if there is not a Master power within me who works, I don't think any woman at my age would be so crazy, running around the world, spending her youth, time, money, energy, in order to get what? If it really has not been for Master power, nothing else that works this way. Don't you think? Or do you think it will work that way? You think any woman would do that? Or any man would do that? No, huh? No, I don't think so. It's too unordinary for any people to do that. You might do it for a while with a certain few good friends, but not all kinds of strangers, all kinds of mentalities, all kinds of personalities, all kinds of nationalities. Anyhow, that's why I tell you, there is a Master power that works. That Master power convinced me. So, in any case, in these days, because we are in a very difficult time of our planet, so God has been very generous and easy. Also, there is a law at this time that no master would be killed anymore. Maybe if total inside mentally, but not killed. So it's easier to spread the Dharma, to spread the teaching openly to every nation, every country, even in the communist-controlled and dictated nations, because the master will not be harmed physically anymore. So that's why it's easy. Anyone who takes this job as a master can travel around freely, but not always. I will tell you some stories later. And that's why people get in touch with the God power in a very easy way. That's why it looks cheap to some of you. That's why you don't understand. That's why you don't appreciate it. Because you're so used to sweating yourself or shedding your blood in order to earn a piece of bread. You can't believe anything could be so good, precious, noble, so free, and unconditional. But that's where you make mistake. So you better be careful. I'm not telling you because I don't know anything else better to tell you. I have studied many methods as well. I have had many teachers. Not only this life, but many lives. So I tell you from my own knowledge and experience. If there was something else better, I would have gone and studied. I will not deprive myself of any higher knowledge and waste my time sitting here and talking nonsense to you. Because I'm the one who likes to pursue the truth myself. For me, even if you feel detached from this world, I feel the same too. You see, all I want is God. Everything else just comes by the way. Because I want God so much, so everything else will come. You think I would like all these kind of things? Nah, not really. I just wear it for fun. just to make you feel more colorful so you can remember me better in your meditation. Because you're still in this world, you still love a little outer beauty. That's all right with me. As soon as I come home, I can't wait to take it off. I never wore them before even before I got married or after I got married. Why would I wear them now? You know what I mean? I didn't even care about them before enlightenment. Why should I care about them now? Just that whatever God tells me to do, whatever good for you, I do it. I even die for you. So what is the little thing here that I could not do? You know what I mean? That's all. Because even if you just meditate for a few hours, a few days, you still don't feel like putting too much of this thing anymore. How much would I even feel like doing now? I don't want it. But never mind, it's okay. It doesn't matter. This is the same job. Same job. When you cultivate a garden, if you plant some roses, or you plant chrysanthemum, or you plant a little more other kind of wild grass, it's also okay. It must not always be roses. I want to tell you something, I forgot. What was it? What was it before? Travel?
Hopefully you go to different countries.
Oh, yes. I told you that every country is free now, right? There's a law, there's a decree from heaven that no master should be killed. The true master should not be killed at this time. I hope. But still, there are a lot of obstacles. It's not as free as we think. We were thinking maybe in Jesus' time, it was a little bit difficult. People would persecute the true practitioners. Or in Buddha's time, people would try to assassinate him because he was preaching the truth. But there is still the same thing happening now. Even though less obvious or less brutal or less visible to you. I know one master. He's a real master. He also teaches the Kuan Yin method. He's an Indian in India. Now, he's not allowed to come to Germany anymore. And he did nothing wrong, from what I know. I can see. I know he's a very good person. Even if not talking about him as a master, he's a very clear person. He doesn't take money. He doesn't demand anything from disciples. He just teaches. He is a true master. Yeah? Not talking about his level, okay? Maybe I cannot see his level, but he teaches the Kuan Yin method as well. There are several teachers who teach this. And he was a really, really good soul, noble one. Maybe I cannot guarantee his level of practice, but I can guarantee his character, his personality, his heart is a very good man, okay? Put it that way, so it's more practical for you. I cannot prove to you the thing I cannot take out, so I cannot tell you he's a very good man, okay? But for my own knowledge, he's also a very noble, elevated, high-level practitioner. Okay. What has he done? Nothing. One time, the German disciples requested him to also make a retreat for the children. Somewhere, I forgot. I only heard, I don't know anything about it, but what I heard is true. And then so he said, okay, maybe 4 days or 7 days retreat. And that's the only crime that he did. Now they forbid him to come to Germany because he made that retreat for the children. Other family members who didn't agree with that policy, they went and persecuted him. They reported to the authorities that he abused the children, made up the crime from nothing. And you know what it's like in Western countries like America or Europe. If you abuse children, you're finished. Luckily, he's Indian. Otherwise, he'd be sitting in jail now in Germany and praying to God over there. So now he's not allowed to come to Germany anymore because of that. Because he was too good to the children. Because he accepted the request from his disciples to take care of their children for these certain days, according to their wish. You see that? For no crime at all, he has been persecuted. And it was on the papers and television and all that as well. So even though they did not kill the master, or is not allowed to kill a master anymore, it's not that easy. I just want to let you know that you should appreciate your chance. Otherwise, no one can help you. Even if God comes down here right now, if you don't accept, God cannot do anything. Because we all have free will. We all have the right to accept or refuse anything, even from God. That's why He is God. That's why there is a universe. That's why there is a cosmos and many other things. This is 1995, 2,000 years after Jesus. These things still happen. I can swear to you, I can swear by God's name that that man is innocent. I have nothing to do with him. I get nothing from him. You know? And I don't have to know him. You don't have to know him. It has nothing to do with us. But that man is innocent. 100%. 1,000%. He has done nothing wrong. You know that. If we have a retreat together and if the children are there, what can I do? Or what can anyone do with the children? The families are there, the members are there. All they do is sit in a room with the parents, perhaps, and the teacher there and sit with them for a while. He doesn't have to sit with them all the time. Just like I'm with you. I sit with you for a while and perhaps I go do something else and you continue your sitting and I'm around, right? I don't have to sit with you all day long. What can I do with you here now, in this room, for example? But even in Taiwan, before for retreats, we didn't let other outside people come in. And then many people also say something nasty about us, saying we were taking all our clothes off and doing something here, inside. You see that? We even have to cover ourselves, talking about taking clothes off. Things like that, you know what I mean? That's why I know that man is innocent. 1,000, 1 million, 1 billion% innocent. He's done nothing wrong. He's an old man, very dedicated to God and to his disciples. I haven't seen anyone who's more dedicated. I feel very sorry for him. Now he's sat in India, I heard, sick with karma. And no one can understand him. He's sick with both lungs full of water. I don't know when he will die. And there's nothing anyone can do for him. It's not only the physical burden he has to bear. It's a bad name. It's the blackened reputation that he has to even bear during the time that he lives. It's like he's dying while living, you know. Jesus, he died only once and quickly on the cross. But today's masters, even though they don't die, they die inside. So I'm lucky to still be able to sit here with you. And I don't know for how long. I can never tell. So don't think I will always have time for you. So take care of yourselves. Every minute is very important. You never know if I have the same fate or if something will happen and we never see each other again. Anything could happen. War, disasters, atom bombs, anything. So don't think that I want anything from you or I want you to worship me or follow me or listen to me for the sake of my ego. No, no, no. I worry for you. Because you never know if you see me again, never mind worshiping me, following me, or do anything for me. I don't need anything. When you look at me closely, when you see the things I do, you know that I'm not the one for fame and name and money and things like that. Don't you? Yes. If you look closely and you see the things I do, then you know. So all the things are for you. And don't think that because I can travel freely now, I will be able to do so for the rest of my life. It may not be so. Look at that man. He was famous before I was born. His teacher and his whole lineage, the whole clan, was famous even before my parents were born. They have disciples all over the world. And what happened to him? And he's a real master from India. Never mind me, just born a few decades ago and nobody even knows my name, and from Vietnam and a refugee and all that. I'm not even a heavyweight. I have no background. I have no great lineage, no great famous master backing me. I have nothing. I was born in Vietnam. I have no weight. I have nothing I can lean on to catch people or to support myself, to protect myself. Nothing. So anything could happen anytime. Not that because I'm free now to travel or the teachings are so easy to get. It's easy because I make it easy. It is easy because I know it's very difficult if I make it difficult. It's already difficult enough for you to come to me through all the obstacles and problems and karma and all that. Once you come here, I would like to keep you. I would like to help you because it's already difficult enough for you to arrive here, just that you don't know it. You don't know how much garbage the master has to clean before you arrive here. You know nothing. You're like a child taken care of by parents. It's all right. It's all right. But do not waste this opportunity because you won't get it again for many thousand millions of years. If you waste once, you have to be on the last of the waiting list if you want to begin again. Just like in a shop, huh? You see something you want to buy, but you don't. You pay money for something else, and then you go out. Later, when you regret it, you want to come back in and buy it. If people are already in front of you a lot, then you have to wait in the queue at last place because other people are in front of you. To be a human being is already very, very, very difficult. And in order to meet a real master and get initiated into this Guanyin method, I cannot tell you. I have no human language to describe to you the preciousness of this method. I have no ability to tell you. I really cannot. To compare to anything at all, it means you blacken the name of the method. There is no comparison. There's nothing you can say about it. All you have to do is open your heart, humble yourself, and then you will see how it works for you every day. Do not deprive yourself of this most mighty power. Let it work for you. Just let it work for you. Relax. Let it be. Then everything you want will come. Every protection will be yours. Every day will be miracles. I suffer because of you. Otherwise, I'm the most happy person in the world. I never knew suffering after initiation until I met you. So don't look at me and think because I meditate, I still suffer. No, no. It's all yours. It's all your karma. The years before I took over this job, I didn't know what misery, unhappiness, and discontentment was. I had 3-4 pairs of clothes, and every day I was happy as an angel. I had nothing with me. Just happiness that was indescribable inside. Because I was having no responsibility for anybody. I didn't know what suffering and unhappiness was. It's too late now to go back to that stage. But it's all right, as long as you know what you're getting and open yourself to this power and let it help you. Otherwise, it's a waste of your time and my time too. And you will regret it later when it's too late. When you are sent back to this transmigration again, then you can see from heaven how you're going to suffer. At that time you regret. It will be very, very late. Oh, okay. I was telling you how to meditate on Guanyin and I talked so long. Now you can meditate. It's all right. You want to have a rest for a while? Go to the bathroom or something? You can. And then come back and meditate again. 8:30. Yeah. Meditate until 10, right? If you need to go to the bathroom, go quietly that door, okay? Don't disturb neighbors. If you don't have to, don't meditate. Turn the light off.